Hello, I'm Tennessee Luke. You can see my website at TennesseeLuke.com. I was asked to do this interview, so I'm going to try and give you the honest as possible I can answers. What was film school like in Hawaii? I have a BA in Theater Arts from the University of Hawaii with a minor in travel industry. Glenn Cannon was what it was like, and he was tough. He was the district attorney for Hawaii Tri-Ball. And my favorite memories was getting stoned, being with all the ladies, surfing, being a golden boy. My hair turned completely gold by the sun. So I have to say that was the up for the party life. What kind of music do I like? I still like Jimi Hendrix a lot. I saw him live there, and Elvis came there. All my friends thought he was thinking about me. And at that time, I didn't even know what a central intelligence was. He probably was. I had been controlling the weather since I was 4 years old, but I never talked about it. And I never tried to make a collection for it, which I'm trying to do now. So he probably could have been thinking about me. Some of my favorite songs was Elvis, even though Hendrix was used to fight off yeast infections, because you see when people dance to that hard rock and acid rock, how they're moving in all kinds of directions, it alerts your body to stimulate white blood cells to fight off yeast infections. But Elvis, any of his songs like Blue Suede Shoes, that was really tough. I like that. Is there a dream of yours to play the role of James Bond? If so, yes. Why? I see you see that I made a video of that, and people don't know that that's for real one of my high school dreams. The first time I saw James Bond, I wanted to play him. I had decided when I was in military school, Tennessee Military Institute, to become a movie star. And one of the first James Bond movies I saw, that's who I wanted to be, for real. What are some of your fashion influences? I think the way I have created my own hairdo to say this Hawaiian look. Now when people see me, they think, oh, this is God. But it's really a fashion that I've thrown on my hair. And I have a whole bunch of hairdos that I'd like to sell. Where's the weirdest place in Los Angeles? That is a strange question. I think the weirdest place is in some of the coffee houses, and they have these little houses where you can just drink tea. Those are the acid, weirdest, most modern, and best places to go to get stoned, take your woman, relax. Even you can be together in a chair like this and read a book and drink your tea. Describe myself in 4 words. Action, romance, charming, handsome. What was it like working with Tim and Eric? Very strange. And comedy is what I thought. Second, at first I thought it was all make sense to get you involved. I think they use that as like a catch-22. After you concentrate, what is this? Then they hit you with the comedy and you're laughing out of your mind. Laughing so hard. Some people laugh so hard it's like they fall out of their chair, right? That's what I like to do. If you wrote your own movie, what would it be about? And I've got around 5 screenplays in the Library of Congress. They're all science fiction realities to become true in the future. One's My Star, the Monkey Jojo, is about animals and improving their caged life, and then drawing the blood and using that for medicine, which I'm thinking is really going to help in the future because we're advancing to the UFO age. You see how the computers are working, heatless, odorless energy and weightless energy. We're penetrating those with machines. And so, do you believe in aliens? Have you met one? I believe in aliens. I just gave you how we're going to be able to get them into the market. As soon as we break the gravity belt and relieve our systems depending on oil, that'll give us a lot of speed. Next, we'll develop into magnets. So if you want to go somewhere, you punch in and a magnet speed will take you correlated with, you don't want to move that fast. A perfect speed that your mind can control and adapt to. So yes. Now, where I've met one though has been in a dream, and that's why people in California decided to legalize pot, because it puts you in those states where you can meet aliens. Now we have to figure out the machines to get us there. And I've gone through that. What's my favorite cartoons? I think the Superman is the kind of cartoons that I really liked a lot. I know Mighty Mouse was pretty good, but I preferred to be looking at Superman. Tell us what this video is exactly and memories are making it. I invested $2,000 in this KillerReel.com investment to make a video. 6 months we went to school, and then Farrah Fawcett's brother was running it. He shot the films. I thought it was an advancement, and that is how I got into Tim and Eric. The techniques he was telling me to do, I did exactly like Farrah Fawcett's brothers told me to in the audition, and I think that's why they chose me, but I don't know. And I also went back and asked them why they chose me, and they didn't know, they didn't remember. So, you know, do what your teacher says. Take an apple a day. Give some advice on aspiring actors. And I would give this advice, which Farrah Fawcett's brother gave me. Do like your producer wants it done, not like you see it. You might alert him that you see it a certain way and you'd like to do it. He might like to see that. But whatever he wants, do it like the producer wants. What are your future plans and goals? My future plans and goals are to become a famous movie star. Whether I'll ever be James Bond or not, I'm not sure because I am aging. But, you know, they have this makeup and youth schools and everything. I invest whatever money I have for facial recognition improvements. So, possibly get $100,000 into a cosmetology system that would bring my elements up enough. Now, tell us 3 jokes. I think I should go inside and rehearse these jokes first, right? Okay, I'll see you in the next clip. I'm back. Here's my 3 jokes. Aisha Tyler. She has too many contracts going out her brain. In her CBS The Talk, where she's a host, she had already been to the Caribbean and purchased one of these see-through pantsuits, modern, for business. So she's late for her CBS The Talk show. She runs and gets dressed in that, runs out the door, racing to the studio. I forgot to put on my bra and panties. When she gets to the set, what does the director do? He turns on the lights way up. You can forget that contract for the day, it's gone. Sir Anthony Hopkins. Oh, he's out lately in this television movie film where he likes to dress to impress. Well, I don't know about that, but I can recommend him if you need a brain operation. Laura Linney. She's done about 60 movies and none of them have been about children, and she's got a 2-year-old child. So she wanted to star in this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Out of the Shadows movie. It did. But you know, her baby's only 2 years old. I think she'd better just to drive her and her baby to a lake and jump in it. Thanks. That's my time. Tennessee Lou. I'll see you at the next show.